Good morning. How we doing?
Just an update on who's to the likely to practice today.
Whew, good question. That is a great question. Well, I'll give you an injury report at the end of the day. Specifically, is there a guy you're thinking of? Probably not. He's still day to day.
How about Avante, Rasul, and Kelsey?
Yeah, Kelsey for sure. He's doing really well. The other two are still day to day. We're going to get him out there, kind of move him around, but probably unlikely. We'll see.
As far as Malcolm Jenkins' comments yesterday, do you agree with them? And if so, what does that say about your team right now?
I think it, quite frankly, I talk about ownership quite a bit, and I think some of his comments are directed towards him. He'll own that, and I think it's kind of sends a message a little bit to everybody. I mean, we're all held to a higher standard, and starts with me. I lean on our leadership of this football team quite a bit, and ask that if they see something, to respond. And listen, I don't think he's addressing it to one particular person. I think it's a whole, it's a group, and we all need to kind of step our game up.
Have you felt the need to do that yourself?
Every day. Every day is a challenge. Every day is a great opportunity to get better. To game plan, to scheme, to go back and look at what's made you successful in the past, and continue to grow, continue to work, and it's something that I do every single day I come in this building.
After the game, you seem proud of the fight the team showed. And then Malcolm says he didn't see enough of it. After a few days, looking back at it, was there enough fight from the team?
Always is. Always is. I mean, listen, each man has to look at themselves in the mirror, and they have to address that question individually. So it's hard for me to stand up here and say, did you give your best effort on Sunday? You have to answer that for yourself. And so I think that's where part of that comes from.
What did the tape say?
The tape said that there was a lot of opportunities left on the field. That's what the tape said.
What do you think about Jim Schwartz's decision to use a lot of cover one man defense? Do you think that's a winning scheme?
Well, we're talking game plan, and I don't want to reveal a ton of the game plan, but what we had going into the game, they got some talented guys on offense, so we had to do some things a little bit schematically to try to take away some guys, Michael Thomas, Kamara, guys like that, and so the scheme.
When it wasn't working, do you think you did enough to switch it up in the second half?
Yeah, I mean, the scheme was fine. The scheme, in fact, did you see some of the throws Drew Brees made? We had guys in position to make plays. We just didn't finish the play. So it wasn't about scheme.
So 2 weeks in a row now, you've had your leaders in Kelsey and Jenkins talk about things like accountability, fight. How do you explain that?
They're disappointed. We're all disappointed. Season's not gone the way we had anticipated coming out of training camp, and so we continue to fight every single day in practice, come to work every single day, try to get better, put a great game plan together in all three phases, and build towards Sunday. And listen, when it doesn't go your way, and then you have a game like that, it just there's going to be a lot of which I have not seen, and this is one of the things I love about this football team. There isn't a ton of finger pointing. They're not. You might take Malcolm's comments as finger pointing, or Kelsey. It's not. They're talking about themselves too, right? They hold themselves accountable. I hold myself accountable, and then collectively we can do that as a group. And I think that's something that this team has really. I've seen that, and it's hard to say that and maybe to get you to believe it, but I've seen it every single day with this group that comes in here and works their tail off to try to win a football game, as hard as that is in this league.
Doug, you mentioned every day is a challenge. Mike Grove said it was very challenging to get Golden Tate involved in the offense yesterday. Do you think it's been more challenging than you expected?
We got him in the game yesterday. Practice yesterday. You meant the game or yesterday?
Yeah. Do you think it's been more challenging than expected to get somebody up to speed, mid-season?
Anytime you bring a player in that adds value and adds talent to your roster, I don't care what position it is, there's going to be a learning curve. Now, in Golden's case, this guy's played a ton of football, and he's a sharp guy, and he understands. He understands the scheme of a route or the actual route design, but now how we call the play or how we call that route is where, for his learning curve, is where he needs to learn that and obviously get caught up. And he's spent countless hours with Gunner, with Mike, asking questions of myself, in these last 3 weeks or so to try to get himself caught up.
So if it's taking 3 weeks to get him caught up, and you only have a few games to really kind of make the playoffs, then why was the trade made?
Because it added value to our football team, and we're going to continue. Listen, we didn't have enough touches in the game Sunday. There wasn't enough snaps. We didn't stay on the field enough. We didn't convert third downs. I mean, it has nothing to do with players. Quite frankly, it's we have to do collectively a better job of making more plays, obviously, and staying on the field, and we didn't do that as an offense Sunday. So, until we can do that and spread the ball around a little bit, you can point the finger all you want.
What did you see with the way Carson played on Sunday? I mean, it was obviously one of the worst games of his career. I mean, what did you see, and what can you do to kind of get him back?
Yeah, I saw a quarterback that really was fighting and trying to make plays on the field and trying to have generate a spark offensively, and it just didn't happen, and so it's unfortunate because he prides himself in really embracing that and kind of taking this team on his shoulders and leading by example on and off the football field, and it just didn't happen, and so he's disappointed, obviously frustrated as we all are, and we got back out on the field yesterday and worked a little bit, and great opportunity again on Sunday to fix it.
When you have situations where guys don't know kind of the personnel groupings, we saw who's supposed to be on the field, 10 men in the huddle, how do you address that this week to kind of make sure at this point in the season that's not still happening?
Yeah, I mean, we address it in our personnel meetings, with the coaches, and if we simplify, and there's ways of getting around certain things, and that's what we got to do.
What difference do you see for the Giants this week than what we saw earlier in the year?
I think the Giants, offensively, they're playing with a lot more continuity. They're making more plays, being more explosive. I think defensively the scores aren't outrageous. They're holding teams down, from scoring, and it's the same group we played a few weeks ago. It's a good group. Obviously, they're better, and it's another great challenge for us.
So at least publicly, do you make sure that, I guess you don't appear ticked off or put pressure on the players publicly? Behind the scenes, what are you doing? Do you put pressure on them, show kind of that ticked off emotion, so to speak?
That's why they're behind the scenes. It's fair, right?
Yes.
Yeah, because I'm not going to air that with you guys. What I talk about some things in this meeting, or in this process here with you guys. What I talk to the team about, but those things are between me and the team.
How do you feel about 4-6? Sir?
That part now, I mean, you say 4-6, and that's what we are. We're a play or 2 or 3 away from flipping the script, so we're close.
Doug, when you look at the big picture, have you stopped to think about whether having the Super Bowl emblem in the locker room and having the new norm written on the side of the hallways, players are walking out into the field, guys basking in the glow of winning the Super Bowl, do you think that has anything to do with the struggles that you guys have had this season?
No.
You don't think there was any of a team struggling with success, not being able to handle it for the first time?
No.
What was the messaging to the team to start out the week?
We got to get back to work. New York Giants division game right in front of us. In fact, 3 games in front of us with our division. We have to quickly erase Sunday. We have to learn from Sunday, never to let that happen again as coaches and players, and move on from that. And again, you're 2 games out, and it's a great opportunity this week to make a go one step closer to your goal.
Looks like you guys are going to have Tim Jernigan back this week. Is the plan to bring him along slowly, or will he be able to play a bunch right away?
Yeah, he's cleared. He's good. Yeah,
What kind of role?
Yeah, what kind of role?
do you anticipate?
a good one. Yeah, a good one. A big role. I don't know. I mean, listen, 100% of the game. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see.